What's up guys, Nolan here, and today we're doing some well-informed speculation and theory crafting around the future of Scav wars in Escape from Tarkov. I will put all the facts up at the front though, so that you know what I do so far. However, first, let's get the topic straight. In patch 12.8, BSG are making the Scav wars real. Raiders will aggro on regular Scavs, making AI versus AI a regular thing, at least on reserve, where they are both regularly found around the train station and the command bunker. Now, what if this was on every map and not just reserve? Because in the future, it will be. It just won't always be Raiders versus normal Scavs. What I want to discuss is what the game's going to look like and how far BSG can take this feature in the future, because as far as Scav factions and wars go, there is a lot more to come. Anyone who's played The Division will understand very clearly what this looks like. Just picture a hell of a lot less people speaking English and no UI helpers. So for those who don't know, BSG have several more Scav factions planned for Escape from Tarkov. Right now we have the Scavs and the Raiders. The bodyguards of bosses and the bosses themselves could be added to that list, but I think some of them are meant to work with the Scav population, like Killa for example. However, I could be wrong there. We'll have to wait and see. Past those factions, BSG plan to add the Cultists, the United Nations, the Russian military, and the PMC groups themselves, Bear and USEC. So far we know the cult pretty well, as they have been spoken about extensively. They're only going to come out at night, move quietly using ambush tactics, and try to stab you with poison knives you will need the antidote for in order to survive it. The UN are going to hold checkpoints around the maps, be split up into types of teams based on their equipment, like support, patrol, or sniper teams, and they will actively patrol large portions of the map freely. The Russian regulars and PMCs haven't been spoken about practically at all. However, I do have some chunks of info and some theories that we will get into in a minute. All of these factions are supposed to interact with each other, creating a world that moves around you, as opposed to right now, where we are the people who are making the most movement every raid. Right now, EFT is played like a linear race kind of format. We move through the maps doing what we need to do to get to the other side. With all of these Scav factions in play, it will turn the game into a sort of maze we will need to navigate correctly before getting out. That is everything that we know right now, but this is going to be the start of the well-informed speculation and theory crafting. So assuming the Russian military, PMC groups, and the UN are all neutral to each other, while Scavs, Raiders, and Cultists are all hostile to everyone, this creates interesting paths to be wary of. The Russian military might have criteria to be met to become friendly, where they may have some traders, or at the very least maybe some extraction points to use if you're friendly to them. The same can be said about the UN, but based on what we know about them right now, I think they're going to be more in the thick of it, patrolling around maps instead of hiding behind walls, which based on what we know about the Russian military right now is seeming like what they're going to be doing. The PMC groups are rumored to have their own locations with in-raid traders and even neutral zones, assuming that if you are a bear, you can't use USEC zones and vice versa. I also assume that all of these factions will shoot cultists, scavs, and raiders on site as well. The karma and reputation system, I assume, will play into all of this. I'm not sure exactly how you will gain rep with these factions, but maybe they will have in-raid traders who give tasks, or you can pay them money, or maybe the traders that we have now will influence them somehow. Right now we have the traders as their own people, which some of them may still be, but I wouldn't complain at all if Peacekeeper becomes the UN special trader, as it just makes complete sense. And the same can be said for Prapor with the Russian military. Otherwise, I guess maybe there will be some open bounties, daily or weekly tasks that you can pick up freely that might help boost your rep with them. In terms of losing reputation with them, that's pretty easy, as I'm sure they're probably not going to like it if you end up killing their guys. So again, boosting rep, there's probably some tasks that you can do somewhere with somebody, and for losing rep, try not to kill any of them. So when you put all that together, as far as I know, there's a very solid reason to both ally or go against all neutral factions. The benefits would be the traders and the possible extracts you would get for buddying up with them, plus it would be nice to have at least someone out there that's not going to try and shoot at you. Then there's a significant reason to go against them: their gear. If in the neutral zones with traders, I wouldn't put it past BSG to allow us to still shoot, and if the UN or Russian military are moving around the maps, I absolutely guarantee we'll be able to kill and loot them for sure, because that's actually already been confirmed by Nikita for the UN at least. So if you buddy up with the factions, you get their back channel perks or bonuses, whatever that might be, but if you don't, you get their gear. It will be up to you to decide whether easy access to the good gear or easy access to special traders and extracts is more worth it to you. If this is what ends up happening, but it is completely possible and even likely given what we already know, which is why I'm making a video on this. So we have Scav Wars starting next patch, and there are a lot more factions coming to the game that will surely take part. I'm thinking thinking in the future, once we have all of these factions along with their own reputation systems, it will practically play like a different game when you think about how diverse the types of enemies will be around every corner. Or based on your reputation, maybe there'll be friends around every corner. As long as you don't go at night, because the cultists will for sure be there and they absolutely are not your friend. If any of you guys try to make friends with the cultists once they're added, please send me the clips of what happens. Thank you. So let me know what you guys think about the future of Scav Wars and Escape from Tarkov, but that's going to do it for today, guys. If you need more Tarkov content in your life or the latest news, then check out these playlists here. If you like this video, then you know the drill. I really appreciate the people who do. Otherwise, I hope you at least learned something, and I also hope you have a nice day. See you guys.